Okay, picture this highly relatable and honestly incredibly frustrating scenario. You just went out and bought a brand new German kettle, a Wasserkocher, right? You bring it home, unbox the whole shebang, fill it with water, plug it in, and absolutely nothing happens. It's totally defective. Now, what do? I mean, needing a refund is stressful enough on its own, but trying to navigate that entire process in a foreign language, that can feel seriously overwhelming. But what if I told you that getting your money back could actually be a painless, even confidence-building exercise? Welcome to this explainer on handling complaints and polite requests in German. Our mission today is actually pretty simple. We're going to take that super stressful, broken product situation and figure out exactly how to turn it into a straightforward problem-solving exercise. By the end of this, you'll know how to complain effectively, politely, and like an absolute pro in German.
All right, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll be looking at 1. The art of complaining. 2. Making polite requests. 3. Giving your reasons. 4. Crafting the perfect letter. And 5. Avoiding common mistakes.
Starting with Section 1, the art of complaining, setting the stage.
Let's establish our foundation here. What exactly is a complaint in German? Well, it's called a Reklamation or a Beschwerde. This is basically a formal process you initiate when a product or service is damaged, incorrect, incomplete, or delivered late. And learning to navigate this correctly, it's not just about passing some grammar test, it is quite literally a survival skill for protecting your wallet and getting what you actually paid for. The absolute core concept to grasp here is that a Reklamation is not an argument. The goal is simply to explain the problem clearly and ask for a practical solution. To really succeed here, you need the right mindset. We're talking about 5 key traits: being calm, polite, clear, specific, and solution-focused. A good complaint is never angry. Look, I know it's super easy to get heated when you feel like you've wasted your hard-earned money, but reminding yourself to stay calm and precise, that is exactly what gets the best results from customer service. You are collaborating with the employee to fix an error, not fighting them.
Moving on to Section 2. Making polite requests, the magic words.
When you're dealing with customer service, you're obviously going to use the formal Sie, but how you actually frame your request changes everything. These words are going to act as your secret weapon. It's crazy how a tiny grammatical upgrade completely transforms your tone. Let's walk through some examples. A standard neutral request is, Können Sie das prüfen? Can you check that? It's fine. But if we soften it just a bit to, Können Sie das tauschen? Could you exchange that? It instantly makes you sound so much more polite and collaborative. When you want to directly state your desired solution, you'd use Ich würde gern mein Geld zurückbekommen. I would like to get my money back. It's direct, but still polite. And for the ultimate highly polite inquiry, wäre es möglich, das zu reparieren? Would it be possible to repair that? Upgrading from Können Sie to Könnten Sie or wäre es möglich instantly makes you sound way more professional, which, let's be honest, makes the person on the other end much more eager to actually help you.
All right, Section 3, giving your reasons using weil, da, and den. This brings us to the grammatical core of the explainer, because if you want to win a complaint, you have to justify it. You can't just say a product is bad, you need to explain why, and that means mastering these 3 conjunctions. Let's look at the mechanics here. Both weil and den translate to because, but they behave very differently in a sentence. Take weil, for example. Ich reklamiere, weil der Artikel defekt ist. Notice the rule here. Weil kicks the conjugated verb, ist, all the way to the very end of the sentence. But now compare that to den. Ich reklamiere, denn der Artikel ist defekt. With den, you keep the normal word order. The verb stays exactly where you'd expect it to be.
Now, let's see how this builds with our third conjunction, da. Think back to our standard weil sentence. Ich möchte es umtauschen, weil das Produkt defekt ist. Now let's replace that with da, which translates to since or because. Da das Produkt defekt ist, möchte ich es umtauschen. So, the crucial point to remember is that da works just like weil by sending the verb to the end of its clause, but it has a much more formal tone to it. Because of this, it is absolutely perfect for starting sentences when you are writing a formal complaint letter.
Which leads us perfectly into Section 4, crafting the perfect letter, putting it together. We are basically going to take all the vocabulary and grammar rules we just learned and weave them into a flawless formal letter. Let's pretend we're dealing with a store called City Mall. Here is your clear 5-step recipe for getting a refund or exchange. If you follow this chronological structure, your letter will be perfect. Step 1, the
the situation. What did you buy and when? Step 2, the problem. What exactly is wrong with it? Step 3, reason and consequence. Why is this an issue? Step 4, the requested solution. Do you expect an exchange, a repair, or a refund? Tell them clearly. And finally, Step 5, a polite ending. Structuring it this way organizes your thoughts beautifully, so customer service doesn't have to guess what you want.
And folks, this is what success sounds like. Listen to this excerpt from a polished model letter. Da ich den Wasserkocher nicht verwenden kann, möchte ich das Produkt reklamieren. Könnten Sie den Wasserkocher bitte umtauschen? Listen to how incredibly professional that is. We see the perfect use of da starting the sentence, pushing the verb to the end to explain the consequence, followed immediately by our magic words, a highly polite request using Könnten Sie. It's clear, it's respectful, and for sure, it's effective.
Finally, Section 5, avoiding common mistakes. What not to do. Before you fire off that perfect complaint, I want to warn you about 2 really common traps that can completely undermine your efforts. You might be tempted to say, Ich beschwere mich, weil das Produkt ist kaputt. It sounds totally okay to an English speaker's ear, but in German, it's wrong. As we highlighted earlier, the word weil absolutely demands that the conjugated verb sits at the very end of the clause. So the correct way to say it is, Ich beschwere mich, weil das Produkt kaputt ist. You really have to keep an eye out for that verb placement.
And then there's the tone. There is a massive difference between demanding and requesting. Making a blunt demand like, Ich will mein Geld zurück, I want my money back, just comes across as aggressive. Remember our very first lesson? Stay polite. Shifting to a polite request, Ich würde gern mein Geld zurückbekommen, I would like to get my money back, changes the entire dynamic of the conversation. Honey always catches more flies than vinegar, especially in customer service.
Now, knowing the rules is one thing, but to truly master these grammatical structures and polite phrases, practice is key. You can check out the Falowen Learning Hub at www.falowen.app. They're supported by the Learn Language Education Academy, and they offer structured daily German practice from A1 all the way up to C1. It's just an incredible resource to build your communication confidence so that these phrases eventually just roll right off your tongue.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today. You now have the exact toolkit, the magic words, the grammar, and the letter structure to handle any defective product with total grace and grammatical precision. So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. What will your first perfect German complaint be? The next time you buy a Wasserkocher and it refuses to turn on, don't panic. Use your newfound confidence, write that beautiful formal letter, and go get your money back. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and happy learning!